Hi everyone, welcome to the Whiteleyverse with me, Connor Whiteley, for another daily story with a chapter from one of my novellas. Before I start today's chapter, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content, and the engagement really helps the Whiteleyverse with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to buy this book and any of my other fiction, then they're all available from all major ebook retailers. You can order the paperback and hardback copies from Amazon, your local bookstore and local library if you requested. Also, if you want the AI generated audiobook, then you can get it from selected audiobook platforms and library systems like Kobo, Spotify, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, Baker & Taylor, Biblioteca and Overdrive. Now, here's today's chapter. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did writing it.
Chapter 2. The 19th of April 2023. Rochester, England. Detective Graham Adams really had to admit that he was actually enjoying seeing his mother for a change. Normally she was just foul, moaning, and she was always hating on Betty working and Sean being gay, but today she was rather great. Graham had finished all his filing and cataloguing the police earlier than expected, to the amazement of his boss, who wanted to punish Graham for being so damn noble and refusing to bend any rules, so his boss had agreed to pay him even if he left early. So Graham had come to his mother's early. He stepped out of the shower, enjoying the sweet aroma of vanilla, oranges and clementines that were burning away in the bathroom, thanks to the reed diffuser that his mother seemed to be obsessed with at the moment. That was another weird change for his mother. She normally hated smells and aromas, but today she liked them. That was flat out weird. As Graham reached for the large blue towel, he wondered if the bathroom had been redone with its bright white tiles, shiny toilet seat and walk-in shower that seemed to sparkle. But then he realized it had just been cleaned for the first time in years. That was the only reason why Graham had agreed to shower here. He never would have considered such an awful thing a few months ago. Graham couldn't deny that his mother, cleaning something as simple as the bathroom, was a little out of character. And he just couldn't work it out. Why was his mother being so weird? The house was silent, besides from the odd sound of his mother's feet scratching across the carpet downstairs as she fixed herself a tea or something. She was normally stomping or swearing as she walked, but today she was as silent as the grave. Not that his mother and a graveyard or dead person actually had many things separating them. After he got changed, he was definitely going to have to get some answers, or at least check her into a mental hospital. Such a change in character might be a sign of a brain condition or something, and he didn't want her to suffer. "Graham darling," his mother said, "I've put some fresh clothes on your bed for you." Graham shivered. He didn't know if it was creepy or nice that his mother still had clothes for him, even though he hadn't lived at home for years. "How was work, darling? I know you're a floater detective, so not tied to a department. What department you working for this week?" Graham dried himself off, but really couldn't understand why his mother was asking. In all of his career lasting for over a decade, she had never seemed interested before. She had actually called him a crap cop for refusing to abuse his power like all the cops apparently did in her generation. "Mum, don't take this the wrong way, but why do you care?" Graham asked. His mother laughed, something she never did. Because I went to the doctors recently, Graham just stopped immediately, wrapped himself up in the towel that he suddenly realized was the perfect size for short elderly women. Far from the perfect size for tall middle-aged men. He went out of the bathroom anyway, and just looked at his little mother who barely came up his chest. She was wearing the same little pink jumper she had 20 of, and always wore no matter the weather. She still had on her wiry glasses that added a century to her already elderly age, and she still had decades of frown lines on her face, but she was smiling now. As he followed his mother into her own bedroom, and sat on her very cold double bed, Graham realized that something manly was definitely too chilly for his liking, and he really didn't want to check out short the towel actually was. But he knew this was sadly serious. His mother jumped up onto the bed because it was still too big for her, and he took her hand in his. There's no easy way to tell you his gra, but you know how you and Betty always said the smoking would kill me, and I only increased my smoking to annoy you both. You were right. Graham gasped and his entire world just stopped. He might not have liked his mother at times because she was a hard ass, but he still loved her and never wanted her to die. The doctor said it's lung cancer and it's spreading. Spreading fast apparently. I've had breathing problems for ages, been out of breath walking up the stairs, and I even blacked out 2 months ago. Bloody hell, Mum. Why didn't you tell me? Graham asked. His mother smiled slightly. You know what I always said, Adams are strong people. But I was stupid. Your amazing dad would have knocked me out and driven me to the doctors if he was still alive. Graham just hugged her. She never had been the same after Dad died, and Graham really missed the sod. He was funny, great, and he would have loved Betty. I'm too old for treatment. I don't want to go through the chemo and the doctors say the cancer's too advanced anyway. Graham just didn't want to let go. I'm sorry for everything I've said about you, Betty and Sean. Just be quiet, Mum. I love you, Graham said. We all do, and everything will get sorted. Graham could feel his mother was about to say something when the doorbell rang 5 times instantly, and his mother got up. Put on some clothes, baby. If these are guests, then I don't want them to see you and little Graham. Graham so badly wanted the ground to swallow him, but he just needed to see his mother a little longer. He couldn't accept what his mother had told him. It had to be a scheme or something to make him come round more. She was like that. But Graham knew she was telling the truth. And that just killed him inside.
Welcome back everyone, it's me again, Connor Whiteley. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's story, because I flat out love writing, creating stories and sharing them with you. If you really enjoyed today's story, then please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content, and the internet engagement really helps the Whiteleyverse with the YouTube algorithms. And if you want to buy this short story or any of my other fiction, then they're available from all major ebook retailers, and you can get them from your local library if you requested, and you can order the paperback copies from Amazon, your local bookstore or local library if you request it. Lastly, if you want to support the channel on a one-off basis, then you can now buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Connor Whiteley. Also, if you know anyone who would enjoy today's story, then please share it with them. I'm always really grateful when you wonderful people help spread the word about the channel. So, thanks for watching the Whiteleyverse, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great day, everyone.